girl, listen, I am upset along with the whole world right now about what happened to Tyre Nicholas. And why? Why? Because these police officers, they never stop to amaze us with the secret society that they have, the gang. Listen, I'm from Detroit, and we used to have something called a gang squad. And let me tell you something, gang squad was known for planting dope on you, putting dope on you, for thinking it was a game to play with your life out there on those streets. And listen, I've also been a victim of having a private detector that used to work in the theft department union to actually blame me for something that I did not do. So it is real, y'all. It is so real out here that I'm thankful to God, number one, that the evil is being exposed, that everything that happens in the dark is going to find its way to the light. So I tell y'all, God's girl and God's guys, hold on, because what's done in the dark is now coming to the light. And what Tyre Nicholas went through, he went through a great sacrifice for us, for those who was coming behind him, who would have been a victim of those gang squads, who would have been a victim of the police brutality that happens secretly, even with our own color, okay? Because our color has forgotten themselves when they get behind this situation and they get behind becoming to authority and position. They begin to forget what they really look like, who they really are, and what they was called to actually do. Now, I'm not talking about all people that way, but I'm talking about there is a nice amount of them. Anyway, with that being said, listen to me. We got to trust God in this last day and hour, because the enemy is truly at work, but God has a plan that will prevail through it all. And I want you all to know that Tyre Nicholas made a great sacrifice. He was the perfect sacrifice to make in this particular situation. And I know some of you, I might be saying, Trigger Preacher, God's girl, what you mean a great sacrifice? Just like Jesus had to be the sacrifice, somebody had to be the sacrifice. And because nowadays, a lot of us, we love our life too much. We love our life that we don't want to lose it. See, the Bible says those who love life shall lose life, but those who is willing to lose life for Jesus' sake will gain life. And what happens is a lot of us has lost our way of giving up our life for things that is right, that God got to sometimes come and handpick people and choose people to make the sacrifice. And I say Tyre Nicholas was definitely a great sacrifice, a great kid, a great young man. Skateboarding, FedEx. He didn't show no threat for real to them. He didn't have a weapon on him, and so he was a great sacrifice to be made, because it just showed the trueness of what was happening in the dark without justification on their behalf. So again, y'all, be encouraged. Be encouraged in this last day and hour that yes, evil is at work, but God is still at work. Evil's at work, but God is still blessing. Evil is at work, but God is still healing. Evil is at work, and God is still saving souls. And I pray to God that Nicholas, his soul, is truly rest in the paradise of God. And as we go on to live this life, correcting the evil and the wrong that's been done, it is happening. It is happening. So be encouraged, because everything that's done in the dark will make its way to the light. You can't get away with none of this stuff. It will show up and show out and begin to point out the people who have really lived by that evil. God bless y'all. Until next time, this is your sister, God's girl, Trigger Preacher. Be encouraged.